I passed. I was just like, the whole day I was happy. I was like, I can drive to Walmart just for no reason. Like I can just go. I can go anywhere. Don't be nervous. Just say it. Hi everyone, my name is Donna Duck. Welcome to Duck Talk with Donna, my discussion channel where I have a topic that I discuss. For good luck, subscribe to my channel. I know that's like cheesy and I know it's corny, but you know, it would help. It would really help and make me feel better if you care. So it's easy to press too. You know, it's like it's free and you just press it. And then that's it. You help me out. So I just thought I'd put that message there. Alright, back to the video though. Alright, so the topic of discussion for this video is how I got my driver's license at 17 in the state of Ohio. I say it like that because there's different requirements for different states. And I just live in Ohio. I'm 17, so you know, that's the information I'm putting out. And the purpose of this video is to put out that information to inform others how to get their license, and also to share my experience getting my license and to share the setbacks I experienced while getting my license. You know, it's a really easy process though, so nothing to worry about, nothing you should be scared about. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, so in Ohio you have to be at least 16 to get your license. You have to hold a permit for 6 months. You need 24 hours of in-classroom driver's education, quotes around the in-classroom, because you can do it online. You don't necessarily have to go to an actual classroom to take the class. There are online programs for the 24 hours of driver's education. You need 8 hours of in-car driving with a certified instructor. You need 50 hours of driving with a parent or guardian. And it needs to be signed by them and notarized. And then on the day that you go to take your test, you're gonna need all those papers. It's not a lot though. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all you need to do and what you need to get your license in the state of Ohio. Now I want to share my experience of getting my license. Nothing bad though. If I wanted to say one thing to help people out, it's just don't wait. Don't wait to get your license. You know, you can, when you're 15 and a half, you can get your permit. So then you can have your license at 16. Just do everything in that 6-month time. You know, it's a lot of time. For whatever reason I waited. Don't wait. Like, that's my biggest regret, is waiting. Just don't wait. Just go ahead and do it. There's nothing really you should be working. There's nothing really you should be waiting on. I get it though, if you have to, like, it's not up to you. But if it is, don't wait. So when I was 15 and a half, I was thinking about getting my permit, and me and my friend, we were doing tests online, like just practice tests. I had the knowledge to get my permit, but for whatever reason I didn't. Like, I mean, there's a lot going on though. I moved to Florida and just a lot of things happening, but there was really no reason to wait. Like I said, that's like my biggest regret, is waiting. So when I was 16, like a whole 6 months later, when I turned 16, I moved back with my dad to Ohio, and he works out of state, so you know, I was pretty much here alone. My sister was here, but she was like working and going to school and stuff, so she wasn't really here. And I had a job which my sister was taking me to, but I was like, you know what, I need to be more independent. I need my license. I need to be able to drive myself places. So I did. So I was like, it's finally time, even though I was like, it's finally time for me to start getting my license. So I needed to get my permit first, which I did. Literally on my way to take the test, I took practice tests online for free. You know, I don't think you need to pay anything to do that test. But when I went there, I took the test. you have to get like a 75%. You need to get like a 75%. I don't remember how many I missed, but I passed. I was like, okay, that's that's all I need, you know. I don't really care as long as I passed. And then for whatever reason, I waited again. Like, I had 6 months, I had a whole year before my permit expired for me to go get my license, and I still waited. And I was like, I think looking back at myself, I was like, why was I so stupid? Like, but you know, I can't go back. If I could, I would, but I waited until like, I don't remember how long it was, but it was getting close to when my permit expired, and I finally took the 24 hours of driver's education, you know, the class. I did that online. I paid like $40 for it, and I waited with that too. I took my time on that, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but there's no reason to. You know, it teaches you the rules of the road, but your in-car driver instructor, they're going to teach you that too. And honestly, that helped me more than the driver's education. You still need it though. Still need it. But when I was finally done with that, I had 2 months before my permit was going to expire. I was like, why did I wait? Because now I felt like I had to hurry up and get everything else done so I can get my license. And I still needed to do the 8 hours of in-car. I was stalling though. I was stalling. Don't wait, because a lot of the in-car places, they told me they couldn't take me in until 3 months later, and I needed to go get my license in 2 months. So I was like, you know, I could have just paid again for my permit, but like, there's no reason to. That's more money that I don't need to spend. Fortunately, I found a place that took me in a month before my license was going to expire, and I got everything done. I had just like a couple setbacks during that time. I was on my sister's schedule. She was the one taking me places and stuff, and you know, it was such short notice, so she didn't know if she was going to be able to take me there and pick me up. So I was like, I was possibly going to have to Uber, and that would be like $200 for the whole month to do that. And I was like, I put myself in the situation though, so I accepted it. Fortunately though, everything worked out. Like everything went well. But then on my second class, they canceled my appointment. Like, we drove, it's like 30 minutes away from my house. We drove there, and they're like, oh, you're not on the schedule. I was like, oh. I was just sitting there all awkward, like, the guy was getting impatient because there was someone there, but he's like, I have a lunch break. But I was like, okay. So me and my sister left. Like, she had to turn around and come get me. Then we went home, and on the way home, I just cut out, like, this is all my fault. Like, why is this? I was like, why is this happening? I was like, it has to be happening for a reason. I was thinking of everything bad I ever done. I was like, why? I was like, why me? You know? And I was like, my sister was just helping me through it though. And I eventually was like, there's nothing I can do, because honestly, there was nothing I can do about it. Then they called, like, as soon as we got home, they called me and they were like, oh, a position just opened up and you want to come back. And I was like, now you tell me, because we were already home. My sister had somewhere to be. It wasn't on my schedule, so, you know, but I was able to reschedule it within my time frame, and I got it done. Everything went well. The driver's education, the in-car, the instructor teaches you everything you need to know about to pass the test, you know, the rules and stuff, and teaches you how to do the maneuverability, which was hard. Finally, on my last day, my instructor told me not to wait to schedule my test. But of course, I waited. It wasn't on me though. I was on my sister's schedule, and the only time we can go was like 2 weeks later. So I scheduled it for 2 weeks later. During that time, I forgot everything I learned on the day of my test. But listen. My dad told me not to worry about it. So I did. Okay, my sister told me not to worry about it. My mom told me not to worry about it. It seemed like everybody was telling me not to worry about it. You know, just go take the test. So of course I was like, I'm not worried. I strutted in there. I was like, okay, let's do this. I wasn't even nervous. And then the first test was the maneuverability test. and I hit a cone. I was like, okay, now it's time to panic. I was like, honestly, I was like wow, like I failed. I'm not gonna get my license today. And I could have just let that just sink me. Like, I could have just let that put me down, but I didn't. I ignored it. I was like, you know what, it's whatever. There's nothing I can do about it now. I still have another test to do, so I did the driver's test, which went well. I passed it. My person who was grading me, she didn't say anything bad about my driving, except she was like, don't hit potholes. I was like, the only reason she said that was because the whole parking lot was filled with potholes. Like, literally there's nowhere I could drive where there's no potholes. I was like, that's not gonna be a problem, lady. But I still failed my test, and I wasn't sad about it though. I was just like, you know what, I'll have to schedule it again, and I'll have to find a way to pass it. So I watched videos, which helped me a lot. And my sister's boyfriend had cones, which we took them to a parking lot and practiced. And by the time my next test, I was like, okay, I have to be ready, you know. There's no, am I ready? I have to be ready. So we went. We drove up back to where the cones were. My instructor told me to do the right side, and I was like, because the right side is not my best one, but I was like, okay, I can do this. I was a little bit nervous. I went and I hit the cone. I hit the same cone I hit last time, but I didn't knock it over. And I was like, I stopped the car, and I was like, I was panicking. I was breathing heavily. I felt I was gonna hyperventilate. I was like, I'm reliving the panic right now. And I was like, I looked at him. I was like, should I try again? I was like, did I fail? He was like, yeah, go ahead and try again. So I tried again. I grazed the same cone, but I didn't hit it. I didn't knock it over. I did the whole maneuvering thing, and he was like, all right, go ahead and go back to the building. So I drove back. He didn't say anything. I was like, so did I pass? I was like, I was nervous too. I was still breathing heavily, and then when he finally told me the result, I swear he was so dramatic. He was like, so, and he talked real slow too. He was like, so you hit a cone, and he was all sad. So I was getting sad. I was like, so I didn't pass. I was like, oh. I was just like, and then he was like, but. So I was like, you know, I was like, but did I pass? He was like, congratulations, you passed. I was like, thank you. I wanted to shake his hand. I was like, thank you so much, thank you. And he was like, yep, congratulations. He was like, he gave me my paper that he graded me with. I don't know what I did with that, but he said I can go next door to get my picture taken and give them everything, the information, whatever, to get my license. As soon as I got out of the car, my knees were still shaking, my hands were shaking, like, but I passed. I was excited. Me and my sister went next door, gave them my information, took my picture, and I passed. I was just like, the whole day I was happy. I was like, I could drive to Walmart just for no reason. Like, I can just go. I can go anywhere. I actually went to Walmart today, but just to get groceries. But I could go anytime I want, just for no reason. Like, I'm still so happy that I finally got my license. So, you know, this is one of the greatest feelings I've ever felt. I feel so accomplished right now. I finally got my license. I haven't actually got the card yet. It's still coming in the mail. But it doesn't matter because I passed the test. I never have to go and do that stupid maneuverability through the cones again. I passed the test, and I'm happy. And that's my experience on getting my license, being an official legal driver in Ohio. I guess anywhere. But anyways, that's it. That's my whole story of how I got my license. It's really an easy process, nothing to worry about, nothing to be scared about, unless you don't have a working car. But you know, that's it for this video. If you like this video, great. If you found something helpful in this video, that's literally the purpose of this video, is to help people. But yeah, please like the video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell to be notified for the videos, which will be soon. And until the next video.